This program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com. Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball. WLCN's coverage is made possible by Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty. For more information, check out their website, merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln, and online at myfgec.org. Elkhart, Croft, and Lake Fork Fertilizer Service, your local source for all your fertilizer, ag chemical, and custom application needs. See what Mark Gordon and the Elkhart, Croft, and Lake Fork Fertilizer team can do for you. Call 217-445-2631. Heritage Packaging in Lincoln, offering top-notch products and value-driven solutions for Central Illinois. Heritage Packaging offers the right packaging right on time. Learn more online at welchpkg.com or call 217-735-4406. Modern Brake and Alignment, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1964, offering full-service auto repairs, including suspension service, brake replacement, wheel alignment, transportation services, and more. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Stop by the shop at 1000 Commercial Park in Lincoln. Call 217-628-7650 or learn more at modernbrake.com. Go Railers! Lincoln Mayor Tracy Welch and Annette Welch. Attend one of Tracy's Coffee with the Mayor events to ask questions and learn more about happenings around Lincoln. Check the City of Lincoln Facebook page for dates and times. Grau Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953. Located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-4444 or go online to grauinc.com. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience, serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Collision Concepts, located at 1005 Macon Street, just off Woodlawn Road, west of Culver's. Call 217-735-2100 or find them online at collisionconceptsinc.com. Experience the difference with Collision Concepts. State Farm Agent Brian Clark, located at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln. Brian can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and he's got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Call 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. The Johnson family, in honor of Keith Johnson, a proud supporter of the Lincoln Lady Railer basketball program for more than 50 years. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln and online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Phone 217-735-5400. Dara Entwistle and Health Insurance Solutions of Illinois, advocating for you, your family, and your company. Located at 620 Broadway Street in downtown Lincoln. Call 217-737-7581. LCHS Lady Railer Basketball Alumni. Lincoln Lady Railer Basketball, a proud tradition of Lincoln Community High School athletics. Once a railer, always a railer. Rocking G Land and Cattle, Central Illinois source for superior shorthorn beef cattle genetics. Give Mark a call at 217-737-7905 or call Sheldon at 217-737-7787. Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
And you're on.
Good evening, everybody. How are you? Hello, Railer Nation, and we're getting ready to kick off the 25-26 season for Lincoln's Lady Rail Splitters. Jay Harden courtside, along with the professor Lloyd Kirby handling the color duties tonight. Dave Hausman back in the studio running the board, and Connor Shaw running the video tonight. Unfortunately, Central Catholic is a member of the National Federation of High School group, and we are not able to bring you live video of this basketball game tonight. So we will have some video during the breaks. We'll have a running scoreboard up, but we will not have live action from this game tonight. You're stuck with just the voices here on the radio. It's me and Dr. Kirby, and tonight we start a new era of Lincoln Lady Railer basketball. For the last 13 seasons, Lincoln has had stability on the coaching sidelines in the form of Taylor Rohr, the longest running head coach in Lincoln Community High School history on the girls basketball side. And she leaves us with a record of 234 wins and 172 losses. The winningest coach in Lincoln Community High School history with 4 regional titles in her 13 seasons. Sectional championships, super sectional championships, and of course a second at Redbird Arena, and that Lone State title in 2023 and 2024. Coach Rohr left during the off season. She is having yet another child, and she and Neil are very, very happy. Levi's at home. She's awaiting. I don't know if she's already had the second one or not. It was supposed to be due around the start of the season.
Yeah,
so
I'm not sure either. I haven't seen anything on social media to indicate that. But
so, Coach, if you're listening tonight, we wish you a lot of luck and a lot of love, and you will be greatly missed. But what would life be in Lincoln basketball without a Farmer on the sidelines? Brendan Bird Farmer, of course, an assistant on the boys team, and Corey Farmer slides over one spot to take over the head coaching position here at Lincoln Community High School for the girls. He's got Brad Snyder on the sidelines with him, and Cam Whiteman we see over there making an appearance. Lloyd, I tell you, this is going to be, I think, an exciting night for Lincoln girls basketball because there's a lot of young talent. The JV won, I believe, 54-33 and looked awfully good doing it.
they did, and we had Coach Farmer on the Cheap Seats show this past Saturday in anticipation of his first game as head coach, and he mentioned, not to spill the beans on our keys to the game coming up, or our list of the game, but he mentioned there will be some similarities as far as things that the team do, but he's going to do some things a little differently as well. No slight against Coach Rohr by any means, just different people have different ways of doing things, and I'm anxious to see what those things will look like tonight.
That is a good segue in tonight's Me Realty list of the game. It's time to check tonight's list of the game, sponsored by the good folks at Me Realty. List your home with Me Realty when it's time to sell. If you're looking to buy, check the listings at MeRealty.com. Lloyd, I'll go first. Number one, defense. That's what Lincoln is known for, and I don't expect Corey Farmer. He may do things different, but defense is still going to be the focus for this basketball team.
Yeah, absolutely. The saying is the defense wins championships, and he, as you mentioned, he has that Railer basketball background, so would not be surprised at all to see a 1-2-2 press here this evening. And it'll be interesting to see how aggressive the Railers are on defense, the Lady Railers. One of the points on my list was, and the seniors shall
I'll lead them. This team has 4 seniors on the roster, and we are now in season 2 as far as being removed from the Lady Railer championship run to Seftu Arena just down the road here. So these ladies, again, were around for that run, so hopefully they can impart some of the experiences and the wisdom on to some of the younger players on the roster. They, the younger players were probably in the stands because I think the entire town of Lincoln was there at that championship game. But the 4 seniors on the Lincoln roster, who would be Lily Holmes, Grace Schneider, Mesa McLeod, and Mia Clark. They were there for the run as players. I mean, they were underclassmen, but they were in the locker room. They were at the practices. They were going through the experience. So hopefully they can use some of that experience and help bring the underclassmen into the fold, and everyone achieves more.
So what do we have for the third key to the game tonight?
Well, I kind of spilled the beans there. Team, one of the common acronyms is Together Everyone Achieves More, and I think that's really what this team needs. They have the 4 seniors, but basketball being the way it is, people get injured, illnesses come about, other just issues come up, and so while I'm sure the Lady Railers will lean heavily on the senior leadership, it's very important that we have some underclassmen, 1 or 2 or 3 of those who step up, not only from a scoring perspective, but we were talking earlier about McKinley Knapp no longer being here, a big presence under the board, rebounding. Someone's going to have to step in and grab the rebounds. So, again, team, together everyone achieves more. So hopefully those seniors can bring along some of the underclassmen. We can find a nice blend of players and advance far into the postseason.
Lincoln coming off a 19-13 season last year, and it was a team that grew throughout the year, started clicking really well in the second half of the last season, and lost a real tough heartbreaker in the regional championship to Morton over at Peoria High School by a score of 49-40. Central Catholic comes off a 24-9 season where they won a regional championship. They are members of the Illini Prairie Conference, which has 3 divisions, a small, I guess you call it a medium, and a large school division. Mostly 1 and 2A schools. And I expect tonight them to be led by Maddie Welch, the junior, who happens to be the daughter of Jason Welch, the longtime boys basketball coach and athletic director here at Central Catholic High School. Not only that, they're coached by Debbie Kaufman, longtime coach at Bloomington Central Catholic. She's got over 600 victories, a record of 618 and 190 in her tenure here at Bloomington Central Catholic High School. Both teams back at their respective benches, and we are just maybe a moment away from having the national anthem. I'll tell you what, we're going to send it back to the WLCN studios for a 90-second timeout. When we come back, Lloyd will have the starting lineups for tonight's basketball game.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
A great harvest starts with a great foundation. Since 1976 in Central Illinois, that foundation has been Elkhart, Croft, and Lake Fork Fertilizer Service. They're your local source for all your fertilizer, ag chemical, and custom application needs. At Lake Fork, contact Clay at 217-792-3397. In Elkhart, call Chris at 217-947-2221. And at Croft, give Mark or Eric a call, 217-445-2631.
National anthem in the books, and we get set for the starting lineups. Central Catholic will be in the home tidy whities, trimmed in blue and gold, and Lincoln will be in the road green uniforms, trimmed in white and red with the Kentucky stripe down each side. Lloyd, the starting lineups.
And the starting lineups, both teams are 0-0, first game of the year, so we'll get that out of the way. On the Lincoln side, starting out, number 2, Lily Holmes, a 5'5 senior. She is a guard. Grace Schneider, number 3 on your roster. She's a 5'3 senior as well. Also starting, number 11, Mesa McLeod, a 5'6 senior for the Lady Railers. And then the only junior in the lineup, Gray Gilbert. She is number 13, a 5'6 junior. And then our final starter for the Lady Railers is Mia Clark, a 5'9 senior, plays some guard and some forward. As Jay mentioned, the Lady Railers are coached by Corey Farmer, assisted by Brad Schneider as well as Cam Whiteman. On the Central Catholic side of the ledger, their starting lineup is number 4, Taylor Cook, who is a 5'8 junior guard for the Saints. Number 5, Allison M. is a 5'7 junior guard as well. Also starting, Emmy Fury, a 5'8 senior forward. She wears number 15. Another starter for the Saints, 5'9 junior forward Maddie Welch. She wears number 20. And then the 5th senior for Central Catholic, or the fifth starter rather, number 23, Kate Stolfa. She is a 5'10 junior, listed as a center, so quite a bit of size there in the Central Catholic lineup, and we'll see how the Lady Railers match up with the Saints.
You know, we didn't talk about this in the pregame, but Lincoln a little bit smaller this year than they have been in past seasons, so rebounding is going to be a real key.
Absolutely, yeah. Find position, box someone out, and hopefully good things will happen.
Getting ready to tip it up center circle. Lily Holmes and Stolfa to tip it up. Up and batted in the backcourt off the referee. Ball on the floor, nearly taken away. Lily nearly had it. Ball still on the floor, and now it comes out of there. Out front of the defense is Allison M. M goes right side to Emma Hury. Hury goes inside Welch. Welch back outside. Almost traveled the basketball, and she did.
Lady Railers, not surprisingly, starting out in zone defense. Looked like a bit of a 2-3 there. And as you mentioned, Central Catholic with the travel, so Lady Railers with their first offensive position of the season.
Central Catholic with pressure in the backcourt. Quickly to Grace Schneider. Tried to pass through the defense. Batted away by Kate Stolfa. Out of bounds. It'll be Lincoln basketball. They'll have it front court, side court, nearly in front of us, as Mesa McLeod, the senior, gets ready to take the ball out. Clark off a screen off the baseline. They're looking. They get it into, and Lily Holmes threw it behind Mesa McLeod. Mesa wasn't ready for that pass back to her and threw it out of bounds. Keep in mind, first game of the season for both basketball teams. In the backcourt, Allison M. M against the 1-2-2 press. Holmes all over her. Up the sideline, gets it across court. They get it into Welch. Welch, baseline Stolfa, 10-footer up. No good, way too hard. Schneider, nice box out, and M came out of there with it. Down the lane, up and no good. Rebound up, no good. Ball on the floor. Oh, wow, that's kind of a late ball. Ball was nearly out of bounds, and they called a hold. Let's see who they called it on. It was on Kate Stolfa.
Yeah, so first foul of the night on Central Catholic, and first foul, of course, on Stolfa.
Central Catholic, our crowd didn't like that, and it's like, well, maybe she did, but it was kind of a delayed call. Clark up the sideline to Holmes. Lily drives in, looks back out, kicks it to Schneider. Schneider between the circles, left-hand dribble. Now to the right hand, right in front of the Central Catholic bench. Schneider down the lane, kick out Clark. Mia drives in, out front, Holmes. Lily looks against the Central Catholic man-to-man. Left side Schneider, in the corner Clark. Mia, nice fake. Got Welch off of her feet, goes back out Schneider. Lincoln being patient on offense. Schneider, right-hand dribble, goes around Stolfa, down the lane, and is tripped up, ball out of bounds, and it'll go to Central Catholic. Off Grace Schneider's hands last.
Looks like Lincoln's trying to get it inside. Gray Gilbert is doing all kinds of work against a player several inches taller than her. Looked like she had an opening there for a minute, but couldn't get the ball inside
and
there.
Stolfa Welch blocked Good defense by Mia Clark and a couple of other ladies, and they got hands on it. Schneider quickly up to 4. Clark down the lane, left side Holmes. Lily going to drive in, out front. Gilbert, 15-footer, up no good. A little short. And coming out of there with the rebound was Creary. Stolfa, ball batted away, and a little sloppy play going on right now. That's expected here in the first game of the year. Out front, Maddie Welch. Welch going to slow it down. M between the circles. Look for Hury. Stolfa, left side Hury. They go baseline. Baseline Cook goes inside Welch. Nearly traveled the basketball. Ball out front. M, 3 on the way. Good. Count the bucket, and it looks like a foul is going to go against Central Catholic. They counted the basket, and I think Maddie Welch picks up the foul on the screen out. And Central Catholic up 3-0. 5:49 to go here in the first quarter. Schneider dribbles between 3 people. Step back 3 by Mia. Up and good. Mia Clark with a collision concepts 3 out of the corner. Ties it up at 3.
That's what you like to see. Central Catholic scores. Lady Railers with an answer right away.
Central Catholic breaks the press. They go left side Cook. Cook ball fake. Drives. Throws it up over Gilbert. No good. Ball batted away. Mia Clark in there for the rebound. Great rebound by Mia Clark to Schneider. Grace going to push the ball a little bit, throws it ahead. Mason McLeod, left side 3, back of the iron, no good. Great rebound by Clark. Oh, Clark home, ball batted away, and they're going to get a foul, I think, on Kate Stolfa.
Yeah, it looked like as the Lady Railers got it underneath Stolfa, looked like she fouled Holmes as she was attempting the shot, so Lily will go to the line for a pair of free throws.
5:11 to go here in quarter number 1. Glad you joined us here on WLCN 96.3 FM as Lily Holmes knocks down the first of 2 free throws. Lloyd, here's a young lady with a lot of promise. She suffered through some injury spells the last couple of seasons and hopefully doesn't bite her again this year. Missed the second of 2 free throws. Mesa the rebound. Out front Clark. Corner McLeod. Back out front, Schneider. Schneider to Mia Clark. 20-footer up and good! Bang! Another collision concepts 3, and there was no hesitation on the part of Mia Clark. Lincoln up 7-3. Nearly stolen by Holmes in the backcourt. Fury quickly across the timeline. They've got numbers. Up left side, up no good. Shot missed by Carolyn Brott.
Little jostling underneath for rebounding position. Looks like one of the Lady Railers got whistled for a foul there.
Mia Clark gets her first foul, and that is the team's first. Central Catholic, M kicks it out front, Hury. Hury to Cook. Right side M. They go inside. Hury ball batted away on the floor, and Schneider comes out of there with it. Grace trying to push the ball. Grace gets it ahead to Gilbert. Gilbert left side Mesa. 3 on the way. No, right. Off right. Rebound Hury. She kicks it out to Brott. Here comes Brott on the run. Left-handed dribble goes inside Welch. She kicks it right back out to Cook. 3 on the way. Right side. No good. Way too hard. Gilbert the rebound and gets it to Grace. Snyder quickly up the floor. Holmes. Lily to Mia. Mia, good fake down the lane. Clark, 10-foot running shot. No good. Back of the iron. Fury comes out with a rebound. Ahead to Brott. Brott tied up by Schneider. Oh! Grace is going to get her first foul. Brott was out of control. Grace reached in there and grabbed for the basketball, and they call her for grabbing the arm. Substitutions for Lincoln. 22, Paisley Holmes, a 5'3" freshman. And a gal who looked really good in the JV game, a 6-foot freshman, Grace Bivet. Brott goes inside Hury. Hury, right side M. Layup time off the baseline and good. Great move by Allison M. and make it 7-5 Lincoln. 3:40 to go here in quarter number 1. McLeod in the backcourt from Schneider. Mesa, gets it across the timeline to Holmes. Cross court, Clark, ball thrown away. Clark picked it up and got it. Wow, that was a broken play, and Mia with the smart play laid it up and in. And a jump ball called in the backcourt. It'll go Lincoln's way. Great defense. Grace Schneider and Mesa McLeod in on that play.
Yeah, Lincoln having no trouble finding shots here early. Central Catholic is trying to press out, maybe a diamond press, or trying to trap at half court. Lincoln wisely looking ahead and getting the ball up for some open looks.
Mesa a little trouble getting in. Finally got it into Grace. Holmes out front. That's Paisley Holmes, the freshman, gets it to Grace. Grace going to drive down the lane, throws it up, and just missed it off the back of the iron. Had a layup and couldn't get it to go down. Quickly up the floor. Regan Baker. And a foul on Lincoln, and I think it's on Grace Snyder.
Yep, I believe you're right. That would be her second foul of the evening.
2 on Gracie. And Lily Holmes going to come back in the basketball game. So with Lily and Paisley in the game at the same time, no, Paisley went out. No, Paisley's still in there. We'll call one Lily, one Paisley. Curie down the lane, and another foul going to be called on Lincoln. Lincoln's starting to get in a little foul trouble here in the first quarter. The foul's on Mesa McLeod. That's 4 on the ladies. 9-5 the Lincoln score, 2:55 to go. Again, Central Catholic won at Lincoln last year, 44-42, and something of a barn burner earlier in the year as Emma Hury makes the first of 2 free throws, make it 9-6. And Lincoln trying to return the favor here in the opener of this season. Second one up and good. 9-7 the Lincoln lead, 2:55 to go. McLeod to inbound and Central Catholic pressing, and here comes Paisley Holmes quickly up the floor. Left-hand dribble around everybody. Kicks it to Bivin. Grace looking for somebody. Kicks it back out Mesa. Right side Lily. Back out front Mesa McLeod. Paisley dribbles out front. Paisley left-handed dribble. Left side Mesa. Mesa looking for the cutter. Throws it into Lily. Ball batted away by Emma Hury. Good defense by Central Catholic. Read that play. 2:32 to go here in quarter number 1. Inbound to Bivin. Clark with a long 3, another collision concepts 3. And Mia Clark is on fire. It's 12-7 Lincoln. Maddie Welch out front, ball stolen by Grace Bivin. Bivin up the floor, gets it to Paisley. Layup time. No, she kicks it back out to Mia. Mia 10-footer in the lane, partially blocked. Welch comes out of there with it to Allison M. Cross court Hury at the elbow up, no good. Long rebound Paisley. Paisley lost the basketball. Taylor Cook took it away. Gets it to M. Baker. They go Cook up the lane, and Baker gets the shot in, and it's 12-9. Cross court Clark. Clark steps inside the three-point line, gets it to Lily. Out front Mesa McLeod. McLeod, Paisley. Paisley, left side Bivin. Bivin. Out front Clark. Clark dribbles in Paisley. Paisley. Lincoln looking for the cutter.
Let's go, defense!
Central Catholic stays in their man-to-man. Out front, Clark, 20-footer, top of the key, no good, short. Rebound, ball on the floor, and saved in by Central Catholic. Ball still on the floor. Central Catholic threw it off Mesa, and it will go Central Catholic basketball.
Yeah, great hustle by the Saints there as the ball headed out of bounds in front of, I don't know, I guess that's the student section of Central Catholic,
yes.
And dove into the bleachers, saved it, and then bounced it off the Lady Railers, so it's Saints ball.
1:06 to go here in the first quarter. Lincoln up 12-9. Cook, left side, back out front, M. Ball batted away on the floor. Cook scrambles to get it. Curie, right side Baker. She traveled the basketball, no call. Out front, M. Three-pointer on the way. It rolls home, and we're tied. Soft rims here at Central Catholic Gymnasium. Paisley. And the ball batted away by Central Catholic. They have a chance to take the lead. And there were a couple fouls there. Lincoln ends up with the basketball. Remember, it's the first game for the officials, too. Right side Clark. Mia going to drive it in. Nice pass, Bivin. 10-footer in the lane. Good! Grace Bivin with her first varsity points. 14-12, the Lincoln lead. 16 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Welch, right side at the Saints logo. Out front, Cook. Left side, M going to drive it in against Clark. Bivin stepped in and knocked it away. And Paisley's got it and is on the run. Paisley up and too hard. mark. Oh, and that will end the first quarter. At the end of one quarter, it is Lincoln 14 and Central Catholic 12. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
STEM is everywhere, like here, behind the scenes of The Walking Dead. STEM can create new worlds on and off the screen. The only limit is your imagination. Get inspired at shecanstem.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Hey, Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game and located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Central Catholic basketball to start quarter number 2. Jay Harden, Lloyd Kirby alongside Lincoln up 14-12 at the end of one. Ball batted away. Cook chases it down left side. Goes inside Welch, and Lily Holmes going to get nailed for a foul. She did. That's the first foul on Lily Holmes and the first of the second quarter on the ladies. Lloyd, I was impressed with the minutes the freshmen gave Corey Farmer in that first quarter. They're still on the floor.
They did, yeah. They've definitely brought some intensity. And, of course, Mia Clark bringing her own intensity. She had 11 of the Lady Railers' 14 points in the first quarter.
She just kind of put the team on her back and said, I'll carry you this quarter. Cook, right side, goes inside. Nice steal by Lily Holmes. Now somebody else is going to have to pick up the offensive burden here as Paisley wisely pulls it out. Right side, Lily. Central Catholic looks like they've gone into a matchup zone. Biven. Left side, Paisley. Lily. Cook on her. Out front, McLeod. Back to Lily.
The Lady Railers extending their offense a bit. They should have some driving
Lily
lanes.
Going to drive it in and got fouled as she drove in. And let's see who the Central Catholic foul is on. I think it may be on number 4, Cook. No, they call it on Allison M. That is her first foul, and the first on the Lady Saints here in quarter number 2. Mesa looking to get it inbounds. Goes out front, ball batted away by Cook. It'll go out of bounds, and it'll stay Lincoln basketball as Mia Clark getting set to come back in, and she'll replace Grace Biven.
Biven, one of those freshmen you mentioned, she gave some good minutes there. Give Clark a few minutes to catch her breath.
Lily, now Central Catholic back in a man-to-man. Lily going to drive down the lane, right side McLeod. Mesa drives in, ball poked away by number 11, Baker, and Mesa trying to take it away from Cook coming down the floor. Right side, Hury. Hury back out front, M. Throws it up and down the lane, no good. A rebound, Mesa pulls it out of there to Paisley. Paisley up the floor quickly, left-handed dribble down the lane and threw the ball away.
Yeah, I think she thought her teammate Lily Holmes was going to make a move toward the basket there, and she tried to lead her, but Holmes stayed put on the block. Turnover for Lincoln, and Saints will bring it down the court here.
Emma Hutchinson into the basketball game for Lincoln. Lily Holmes going to sit down, so Lincoln kind of small on the floor right now, although Grace Biven and Mia Clark sit at the 2 back positions. Cook, right side. They go out front. M left side, Baker. They go inside Welch. Welch, 15-footer up, no good. Rebound, Hutchinson had it, lost it out of bounds. Emma started to move down court before she really had the basketball.
She did everything right there in terms of getting the rebound, but as you said, she just took off a little too soon before she had possession.
And that's to be expected first game of the season. I mean, you can practice all you want, but it's still a game. Up and no good and ball on the floor. Welch has it. M missed the three-pointer. She's got it again. Top of the key, left side, Hury. Hury going to try and drive in, gets it to Welch. Welch down the lane. Good defense by Grace Biven. Clark comes out of there with it, and Baker stole the basketball away, and Mia's going to get nailed for a foul.
Well, that's Mia Clark's second foul, but great defense there by Grace Bivens. She got in the driving lane when Central tried to go to the basket, and she didn't try to do too much. She just walled up there, is what they call it these days, put her arms up, and forced a bad shot by the Saints.
14-12, the Lincoln lead. Offense on both sides, a little stagnant right now. They go inside Hury. Hury around Clark, left-handed up and good, and Mia couldn't do much there other than pick up yet another foul. Hutchinson, backcourt, Holmes. Paisley quickly up the floor. Paisley inside, good pass to Bivens, lefty up and good. Grace Bivens has 4 and Lincoln up 16-14. Baker inside Welch. The kick back out, M drives down the lane, stopped there by Clark. Out front, Hury. Hury, ball batted away by Paisley. Brought Baker. Welch back out front. Hury, 3 on the way. Good. Emma Hury looking to play either basketball or softball or volleyball in college. Inside they go. Bivens missed a 10-footer in the lane. Clark the rebound up and no good, but she's got fouled and will go to the free throw line with 2. And I think Emma Hury is going to pick up the foul.
Yeah, Hury has the last 5 points for the Saints here, so would not be a bad thing for Lincoln if she got whistled for a couple fouls.
So Central Catholic up 17-16, 4:42 to go here in the half. Mia Clark, the senior, rattles it home. Ties the game at 17. Substitutions for Lincoln: Mason McLeod, Lily Holmes back in the basketball game. Emma Hutchinson, Paisley Holmes going to take a seat.
Lily Holmes at 11, Lisa McLeod.
Box out.
Clark's second one up and no, short. Rebound, Lily Holmes batted it out of there, and Taylor Cook picks it up. Tied at 17, 4:38 to go. Quickly up the floor they go. Aaron Earn throws it back out front, M, and ball on the floor. Gilbert got fouled by M. Yep. Allison M nailed for the foul, and the Central Catholic crowd does not like that call.
Yeah, it looked like just a couple players trying to get the ball there, hustling, but it looked to me like there's been quite a bit of reaching tonight that the referees have not called fouls on, so we'll see if that continues to be the case here the rest of the way.
I think if they called all the fouls, we'd be at the free throw line about 60 times tonight.
That's a good point.
Schneider into the front court. Grace between the circles, goes right side, now back to the left side. Grace, the count's on, going to have to break the count. Grace in the corner, Gilbert back out front. Holmes threw it over Bivens' head, had her open. Grace had position. And we're tied at 17 with 4:06 to go here in the half. Central Catholic up the floor. Baker across the timeline. Goes right side, Earn. Baker. Ball nearly, and it was Lily stole the ball away. Ball on the floor. Jump ball, first down, Central Catholic. No, it's Lincoln basketball. That's right. On the alternating possession, Central Catholic had the ball to start the second quarter, so it'll be Lincoln basketball. So first down, Lady Railers.
I think we're going to see some offense here. Both teams have been pretty quiet so far.
Schneider drives in, gets it to Bivens. Bivens, nice pass. Gilbert, baseline, layup, good. And it's 19-17 Lincoln. Good ball movement by the ladies. Cook, right side, Baker. Baker drives on Bivens, and Grace going to get called for the block and foul on the baseline.
Let's see, that would be her first foul.
3 fouls apiece on both teams here in quarter number 2. Baker out front, Hury. Hury, left side, Welch. Ball batted away. Who touched it last?
Lincoln.
And no, it was Central. Oh yeah, it was Central Catholic that touched it last. I thought Baker touched it last, but I wasn't sure that the official saw it. So Lincoln basketball, side court, mid court. McLeod looks to inbounds, gets it into Grace. Grace against Cook. Central Catholic still in that man-to-man. Lincoln extends their offense a little bit. Grace drives down the lane. Grace throws up the shot and got called for a travel. I think she stepped on Maddie Welch's foot and stumbled a little bit, and yeah, I can see the call.
Yeah, she looked like she was taking it down there trying to initiate some contact, which she did, but as the referee called it, she just kind of lost her footing there momentarily, and turnover for Central Catholic.
Lincoln up 2, just over 3 minutes to go here in the half. M, left side Earn, back out front M. Oh, she almost double dribble out front. Ball, Bivens steals the basketball. Bivens looking for somebody to get it to. Gets it to Snyder. Grace quickly up the floor. Now they're going to double team her. Grace drives around the double team. Hands off to Holmes. Lily needs help. Ooh, I think it may have been double dribble right there, and they didn't call it. Right side Gilbert. Gilbert, Schneider almost threw the ball away. Schneider, left side McLeod. Right side Bivens. Grace going to drive in. Kick out Gilbert. Back to Mesa. In the corner, Gilbert. Gilbert out front, Grace. Grace going to drive down the lane. Holmes. Lily doesn't take the shot. In the corner, Mesa. Mesa drives baseline, and the call is going to be a foul on Cook on the baseline.
Yeah, Lady Railers had the ball around the perimeter there. It looked like they might have had some open shots, but Central Catholic closed quickly on defense. And still trying to, I don't know if they, looks like they might get a shot if they can reverse the ball, get it into the post, and then pass to the weak side. But we'll see what happens here.
Clark in for Bivens. M sits down for Central Catholic. Mia hounded out front by Cook. Out front, Schneider. Lincoln now goes into their offense. Out front, Mesa, 3 on the way. Is it? No, around and out. Ball batted around. Maddie Welch comes out of there with it. Welch to Cook, and Cook quickly up the floor. Cook, right side Earn. Welch, 3 on the way. Good. Maddie Welch drains a 3, and that puts Central Catholic up 20-19. Lincoln against the Central Catholic press. McLeod across the timeline to Clark. Mia, bump, no call. And I think we're going to jump ball call, and it's going to go Central Catholic's way.
Yeah, both coaches looking to substitute people in, trying to find that right combination to see if they can generate some offense here.
M back in the basketball game, goes right side Cook. Cook against Gilbert on the baseline. Cook against the Lincoln 1-2-2 zone. Now trapped, gets it to M. M out front. Here she'll launch a 3, top of the key, good. Central Catholic, Lloyd, is moving the basketball really well right now and getting the shots they want. And we've got timeout on the floor. We're going to go ahead and keep it right here. Lincoln down 23-19, 1:20 to go here in the first half. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center located at 304 North McLean Street and online at myfgec.org. Elkhart, Crofton, Lake Fork Fertilizer is your local source for all your fertilizer, ag, chemical, and custom application needs. At Lake Fork, contact Clay at 217-792-3397. In Elkhart, Chris at 217-947-2221. And at Croft, give Mark or Eric a call, 217-445-2631. Rockin' G-Land and Cattle is your partner for building a better herd of cattle. Call Mark at 217-737-7905 or give Sheldon a call at 217-737-7787. Rockin' G-Land and Cattle, your partner in performance. You know, Lloyd, I've always given thought to maybe having a herd of cattle. I get my own steaks that way. You know?
There you go. Yeah, homegrown.
Lincoln down 23-19, and Lloyd, Lincoln's gotten a little stagnant on offense, and I think you got to give some credit to Central Catholic's defense. They've kind of ramped it up.
Yeah, Lincoln has had trouble finding their outside shot. Looks like they want to try the threes, but as soon as they get the ball, there's a defender right there.
Lincoln now broke the press, got it to Grace. Grace pulls it back out. Right side, Paisley. Paisley drives in. Left side, Mesa. 3 on the way. Nope, not even close. And ball going to go out of bounds, and it will go Central Catholic's way. So Central Catholic's getting the shots they want and getting them to go down. Lincoln's had plenty of shot opportunities, but can't seem to get anything down right now.
Central Catholic outscoring Lincoln, I think it's 11-5 so far this period with 1 minute left.
Just under a minute, clock in the red. It's always in the red. Right side, Baker. Baker, ball batted away. McLeod batted it off of M's foot, and it goes back to Lincoln. So a break there for the Lady Rail Splitters. 53 seconds to go here in the first half. Lincoln down 23-19 after being up 14-12 at the end of one.
Allison M. on the bench now, not going to pick up that third foul before halftime.
Schneider, and a ball batted away by Maddie Welch. McLeod looks to inbounds. They're looking, still looking. Gets it into Grace. Grace around the double team. Goes left side Clark, three on the way, no good. Rebound Emma Heary, and here they come in a hurry. 37 seconds on the clock, and Emma nearly threw the ball away. Fortunately, Cook was behind her. The trailer, ball batted away by Schneider. She goes for it, couldn't grab a hold of it. They go baseline and threw the basketball away.
So just under 30 seconds left here in the first half, and wouldn't be surprised to see Lincoln try and hold for one more shot.
Inbounds, they go to Paisley, and here comes the Central Catholic trap ahead to Clark. Mia's trapped on the sideline. Mia dribbles through the trap. Mia, 15-footer, runner, good! Mia Clark, impressive shot at the elbow, nails the 15-footer and closes the gap to 2, 23-21. Paisley nearly stole the ball at half court from Broad. She goes right side Baker. Baker almost threw it away. Cook chases it down. Out front, Earn, and knocked it off of McLeod's foot. Kind of a broken play there at the end of the half. At the end of one half, it is Central Catholic 23 and Lincoln 21. We will be back after this 2-minute timeout with the Grau Incorporated halftime show, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball. WLCN's coverage is made possible by Culver's of Lincoln, Me Realty, Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, Elkhart Croft and Lake Fork Fertilizer Service, Heritage Packaging, Modern Brake and Alignment, Lincoln Mayor Tracy Welch and Annette Welch, Grau Incorporated, Schneider Masonry, Collision Concepts, State Farm Insurance Agent Brian Clark, The Johnson Family, United Community Bank, Dara Entwistle and Health Insurance Solutions of Illinois, LCHS Lady Railer Basketball Alumni, Rocking G Land and Cattle. Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches.
And you're back. Jay Harden and Lloyd Kirby still here at Central Catholic High School as it's only halftime. Lincoln down 23-21 here at the half. And I'm going to look at my color commentator and the host of the afternoon 411, our sales and marketing manager, and our on-air talent coordinator, apparently from the charts that he has sent me, which I haven't been, I'm not sure I'm able to read at this point.
Me neither.
It's probably something to do with him being a math teacher, you know. All right, so what do you got for scoring at halftime, sir?
For scoring, as you mentioned, it is Central Catholic 23 and Lincoln 21. So far on the Central Catholic side of the ledger, Emmy Heary, she had 2 points, a pair of free throws in the first quarter, but she exploded for 8 points in the second quarter, so she leads the Saints with 10 points. Allison M. has added 8 points. She got all of those in the first quarter, a pair of threes and then a conventional field goal. Then rounding out the scoring for Central Catholic, Maddie Welch hit a three-pointer for 3 points. And then Reagan Baker added a field goal in the first quarter for 2 points to give them a total of 23 points for the Central Catholic Saints. For the Lady Railers, they led 14-12 at the end of the first quarter, but Central outscored them 11-7 in the second period to take a lead on the Lincoln side of the ledger. Mia Clark has been the bulk of the offense for the Lady Railers. She's tallied 14 points so far this evening. She had 3 three-pointers in the first quarter, also a pair of field goals, and then chipped in with a free throw as well. The other scoring for Lincoln, Grace Biven hit a pair of field goals for 4 points. Sage Gilbert hit a field goal for 2 points, and then Lily Holmes hit 1 out of 2 free throws, so she added a point for the Lincoln total of 21 points thus far.
Your observations of the first half?
Well, it looks like Lincoln is maybe got a little bit of the jitters there early on, which is to be expected. First game of the year for both schools here, for both teams. Looked like there were several times Lincoln was looking to try and find that three-pointer as they had players set up out on the arc. And once the ball got in, it's like they were just had a momentary hesitation, just long enough for Central Catholic to get there and close up on the shooting lane and kind of make it difficult for Lincoln to find some offense. So, but Central Catholic, to their credit, has shut Mia Clark down here in the second quarter. Mia only had 3 points after having 11 in the first quarter. And Central Catholic on defense, looks like they're trying to do some sort of like a diamond press or a half-court trap, trying to trap around the mid-court line and box the player in there. Lincoln thus far hasn't been affected by it. Early on, they were getting some good looks at the basket, but Central Catholic's tightened up their defense a bit and made the scoring a little bit more difficult for Lincoln, as witnessed by that 11-7 lead scoring in the quarter for Central Catholic. So we'll see what adjustments Coach Farmer makes at halftime, but they're only down 2 points, so no need to panic or anything. Just keep doing what they're doing, and again, once those nerves kind of wear away a little bit, I think we'll see some more offense for Lincoln.
I think we're going to have to see, Lloyd, I think we're going to see somebody else is going to have to pick up the scoring. Mia Clark was the leading returning scorer, almost 13 points a game. They lost about 22 points a game out of the starting lineup, and you wonder where you're going to get that back from. Mason McLeod's been able to get some looks, but just hasn't hit a shot yet, which that's to be expected. It's early in the year. Lily Holmes is somebody else we expected to pick up the scoring slack, but she hasn't really been able to get going. And I think something we've seen, and I think we've seen this in the past, let's be honest, Lincoln's not very big. So they've got a lot. I mean, when you sit and look at it, Grace Schneider is listed at 5'3", Emma's listed at 5'2", Gray Gilbert's listed at 5'6", but Paisley Holmes is 5'3". You don't expect a 5'3" freshman to come off the bench and do much scoring. But the Central Catholic girls out there at their guard or their out positions on defense, they're 5'9", 5'10", and it's going to be difficult for those girls, the smaller ones, to get a shot off.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to have to maybe Coach Farmer will dive into his playbook a little bit, find some maybe some motion offense, some setting some screens away from the ball, trying to free up our shooters. And again, it's only a 2-point game, and Lincoln, we expected the seniors would carry the bulk of the load here, but as you said, having a freshman or having someone step up, we saw a little bit of a spark from Grace Biven there. She looked good on a couple offensive possessions, and also down on the defense in the post, trying to negate some of that Central Catholic size. So it'll be interesting to see how things wind up here.
Probably all that time she spent beating up on Jake Biven at the court at home,
Yeah, exactly. That's certainly got to toughen her up a bit.
So we're going to send it back to the WLCN studios for a 1-minute timeout. You've been listening to the Grau Incorporated halftime show here on WLCN 96.3 FM. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
STEM is everywhere. Like here, behind the scenes of The Walking Dead. STEM can create new worlds on and off the screen. The only limit is your imagination. Get inspired at SheCanSTEM.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Just about a minute and a half before we resume this basketball game into the third quarter. Central Catholic up to 23-21. We have some great sponsors we need to tell you about. Modern Brake and Alignment, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1964 with full-service auto repairs, including suspension service, brake replacement, wheel alignment, transportation services, and more. Learn more at modernbrake.com. Go Railers. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln, and online at ucbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Phone 217-735-5400. The Johnson family, in honor of Keith Johnson, a proud supporter of Lincoln Lady Railer basketball for over 50 years. Grandpa Keith had some sheet time over the summer, but he's back and up and around and baking. I assume they haven't taken his spatula away from him yet, as far as I know. And the LCHS Lady Railer basketball alumni, Diana Hightower Johnson, if you are listening there in Texas, we are glad to have you on board, and we hope Richard gets well very, very quickly. Lincoln Lady Railer basketball, a proud tradition of LCHS high school athletics. Once a Railer, always a Railer. And we're about ready to start the second half. Lincoln to basketball, and Central Catholic going to keep the pressure on man to man as the officials get ready to start the second half. Clock winding. Now the clock has stopped.
Going to fast forward and forego that last 4.6 seconds.
Thought maybe they're just going to add it on to the third quarter. McLeod inbounds, gets it to Snyder. Snyder, right side in front of us, goes out front. Holmes. Lily had a wide open three, didn't take it. Back out front, Grace. Grace, left side, Gilbert. Gilbert nearly had it knocked away by Stolfa. Snyder, out front, Clark. Clark guarded by Welch out front. Mia, nice little spin move in the lane, and there came the defense, and a jump ball called, and it'll go Central Catholic's way. As they came up to double team Mia, Emmy Hury took the ball away, tied her up, and with 7:40 to go, Lincoln down to 23-21. And Lloyd, you hate to see that, your first possession of the third quarter, you don't even get a shot out of it.
Yeah, it looked like Mia had her sights set on getting into the lane and getting a layup, but Central Catholic had other ideas.
Welch deep in the right corner. Nearly traveled the basketball. Stolfa threw the ball away, batted away by McLeod, and Clark comes out of there with it. Mia kicks it back, Grace. Grace quickly up the floor, left side Mia, right in front of the Lincoln bench. Holmes out of the corner, no, didn't take it. Kicks it in the corner, McLeod. Mesa drives in, throws it out front, Lily. Lily, right side Mesa. Mesa, three on the way, right side, bang! A collision concepts free, and that puts Lincoln up 24-23. Right side, Hury, and stepping into the passing lane was Lily. Lily quickly up the floor to Grace. Grace in the corner. McLeod, is it again? Bang! Oh, no! Did everything but go down. I mean, that ball was in the cylinder and down and popped back out. Ball batted out of bounds, and it'll go Central Catholic's way.
Yeah, that was a nice looking shot by McLeod there, the one she drained. She would, again, that hesitation I talked about in the first half. As soon as she got it, she just went up and shot it. And I think that's what Lincoln needs to do, just let the instincts take over.
Hury, out front M. They're looking inside Stolfa. Cross court Cook. Welch, free throw line in the key. Welch around, hounded by Holmes. Lily nearly got a foul there. Out front Cook. Cook M in front of the Central Catholic bench. Left side they go. And ball batted off of Emmy Hury's face. Clark picks it up. Schneider quickly up the floor. Schneider ahead to Holmes. Ball batted out of bounds by Welch, I believe. Yep. It'll stay Lincoln basketball. 6:10 to go here in the third quarter.
Nice to see Lincoln try and push the ball there, try and get an easy basket, but Central Catholic was up to the challenge.
McLeod, left side three, bang, a collision concepts three. And Mesa's got it going, 27-23. And Debbie Kaufman wants timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout. And we'll tell you about more of our fine sponsors. Heartland Community College serving Lincoln, where we have Professor Kirby teaching math to McKinley Knapp, where you don't have to go far to go far. Heartland is Lincoln's community college. Discover Heartland, discover more. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. The LMH Community Health Collaborative, improving the health of the people in the communities it serves with programs such as walking challenges and the LMH market during the summer. Dara Entwistle and Health Insurance Solutions of Illinois, advocating for you, your family, and your company. Located at 620 Broadway Street in downtown Lincoln. Call 217-737-7581. And Lloyd, we talked about somebody else having to pick up the offensive load, and here in the third quarter, it's Mason McLeod.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 3-pointers to put Lincoln on top by 4.
Cook out front, hounded by Snyder. A little push off there by Cook. Tries to go inside. Ball batted away on the floor. Grace gets it back to Gilbert, and Gray threw it behind Mia Clark. It'll stay Central Catholic basketball. And Lloyd, a case again of somebody getting ahead of themselves, and instead of taking a little time to get the ball down the floor, it's a turnover.
That's exactly right.
And again, early in the season, so this is a time to get it out of your system. Brought, left side M. Out front, Brought, Curie. They go inside Stolfa. Stolfa throws it across court M. Nice drive baseline. Throws it up and no good. Ball batted around. Clark saved it right into Curie. Up and good. And there, young Railers, is the reason you don't save the ball under somebody else's basket.
Exactly.
Clark fouled by number 23, Stolfa, and I believe that's 3 on Kate Stolfa.
Let's see. Stolfa got her with 2, but it is 3. I must have missed one.
Wow, the play-by-play guy was right.
I didn't doubt you for a second.
I doubted me. Lincoln the basketball. Clark between the circles. Right side Grace. Grace around the screen from Holmes. Clark almost a step back 3. Tries to spin in there, and Central Catholic is not letting her do much of anything right now. Snyder going to drive it down the lane. Running one-hander. Good! Grace Snyder with a drive down the lane. 29-25. Lady Railers up. 4:52 to go here in the third. Lily Holmes the steal. Lily off to the races. Layup time coming up and good! 31-25. Baker into the front court. M nearly threw the ball away. Baker right side. Stolen by Holmes. Patience. Snyder ahead to Lily. Lily in the corner, Mesa. 3 on the way, is it, baby? No good. Tie up for the rebound. Gray Gilbert did a great job of tying up the ball for the rebound. And on the alternating possession, it'll go Lincoln basketball. And we have a 30-second timeout, so we will go back to our sponsor list here. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. State Farm Insurance Agent Brian Clark, located at 628 North Chicago in Lincoln. Brian can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance as well as coverage for your home. Call 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Heritage Packaging in Lincoln, offering top-notch products and value-driven solutions for Central Illinois. Learn more online at welchpkg.com or call 217-735-4406. And big thanks to Mayor of Lincoln, Tracy and Annette Welch. Attend one of Tracy's monthly Coffee with the Mayor events to learn more about happenings around Lincoln. Check the City of Lincoln Facebook page for dates and time. Grace Schneider with a 3. A little bit of a line drive out of the right corner. They missed it. Rebound to Central Catholic, and traveling called in the backcourt on Maddie Welch. I think she was wanting to pass, and I'm not sure she was sure the other player was ready for it.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think the receiver was looking for it. But Lincoln, we talked about some of those nerves falling off and maybe their offense taking over. Lincoln has outscored Central Catholic 10-2 thus far.
It's nice to see period. Grace with a running one-hander, no good. Rebound, Gilbert up and no good. Holmes nearly fouled on the rebound, but I'll tell you what, it's nice to see Grace taking the shots.
Absolutely.
Cook Ball nearly batted away again. Hury, Welch, nice fake, gonna lay it up and good. Maddie Welch with a great fake. Mia Clark bit, and it's 31-27, 3:51 to go. Central Catholic with tough defense here tonight. Holmes, left side three, no good. Ball going to go out of bounds in the corner, and Greg Gilbert couldn't chase it down. 3:37 to go here in the third. Again, if you just joined us because of the NFHS rules and Central Catholic being a member of the NFHS, we are not allowed to do live video from this gymnasium. We do video when we can during breaks, and we have a running scoreboard up for you. Cook goes inside Welch, and Hury up and good. Nice ball movement. Momentum starting to swing back to Central Catholic just a little bit. Down 2. 3:18 to go here. McLeod against the press. Paisley Holmes. They get it to Bivin. Bivin Holmes, 15-footer. No good. Air ball. Ball batted out of bounds. And it looked like it was off Mia Clark, and it'll go Central Catholic basketball.
And speaking of video, we will have video from Pana during the Thanksgiving tournament.
And Lincoln will have 4 or 5 games down at the Pana Thanksgiving tournament. 3 next weekend on Friday and 2 on Saturday. Ball nearly knocked away by Lincoln. M out front. M right side Cook. Right at the Saints logo in front of their bench. Left-hand dribble against Paisley. Paisley all over, and she lost the ball out of bounds off of her right hand, and it goes Lincoln basketball. That was good defense by Paisley Holmes.
Yep, just good fundamental defense. Stay between your person and the basket. Try and give them some pressure there and make life difficult for them. And turnover, going the ball going Lincoln way now.
Lily going to take a seat. Grace gets the ball inbounds, quickly up the floor, had Vivid inside, didn't get it to her. Grace will bring it back out front, and Lincoln will set up their offense. Grace. Almost handed off to Paisley, and that was a broken handoff. She drives in. Grace in trouble, gets it to Mia. Mia back out front, Schneider. Schneider goes inside Bivin. Good pass up and good! Grace Bivin with great position. Got a girl on her hip, laid it up and in, and now she fell down, and here they come the other way. Out front, Hury. Emmy Hury down the lane. Kick out Welch. Shot out of the corner. Good! Maddie Welch was on the line. It was a 2-pointer, 33-31 Lincoln. 2:39 to go. McLeod across the timeline. Ball, and Paisley Holmes lost it. Here comes Brott the other way. Brott travels with the basketball, no call. And a foul on Grace Bivin, I think, against Allison M. And it'll be 2 at the line. And yep, it was Grace Bivin, and that is her second, I believe. And the team's first.
Yep, 2 fouls for her. And looked like Lincoln was going to pull away there for a bit, outscoring Central. I think it was 10-2 at one point, but Central Catholic has answered the call here, and with this free throw, they could tie it back up.
Tie ball game. 2:19 to go here in quarter number 3. Lloyd, this has been a really good ball game so far, despite some sloppy play at times, but you can't fault the effort of either team.
No,
Clark
absolutely.
in the lane, lost the basketball. She chases it down, throws it back in, and the turnover. Mia Clark tried to make a move, but really before she was ready. Oh, and stolen away by Grace Snyder. Layup time coming, and she got it. And Emmy Hury and that traveled the basketball. They didn't call it, and Grace stole it away. 35-33. Hury, left wing. Right side, Brott. Brott in the corner, M. Minute 42 to go on the clock. Lob pass Baker. Baker nearly stolen away by Paisley Holmes. M out front, Brott. Baker in the lane, throws up a running one-hander. Mia Clark, I think, going to get nailed with this foul. Let's see.
I think you're right, yeah. Looked like she tried to maintain her position and just wall up with her hands up, but the shooter went right into her.
That's 3 on Mia. Minute 29 to go here in the third. Baker at the line, up and rattled it home. Second one up and good. Tied at 35, minute 29 to go here in the third. Paisley backcourt. working against the Central Catholic press. McLeod to Schneider. Grace now across the timeline. In the corner, Biven. Hury all over her. Grace goes in, almost traveled. Paisley, 15-footer up, no good. Back of the iron, battle for the basketball. Oh, and they're going to get Grace Biven, I think, on the foul. Grace fighting for the rebound. Yep, Grace Biven, her third. Team's third here of the quarter. Minute 13 to go. We're tied at 35. M. Baker between the circles. Baseline Brought drives baseline, throws the ball, and Paisley, ball on the floor. Ball still on the floor. Jump ball, it'll be Central Catholic basketball.
Great help on that sequence by Grace Biven coming over, and as Central Catholic tried to cut along the baseline, Biven sealed it off there and forced the ball back under the basket where the other Lincoln defenders could help out.
Emma Hutchison in for Mason McLeod. M. Out front, Brought, M, wide open three, left side, in and out, no good. And that thing did everything but go down. Hutchison chases it down to Schneider. Paisley, ahead to Hutchinson. Emma, ball batted away, she got pushed, no call. Paisley, 15-footer in the lane, got it! Paisley Holmes with a tough shot in the lane, 37-35. M, left side, Brought, Central Catholic may go for one here. Out front, M. Right side, Baker going to drive baseline. Throws it back into Welch. Ball batted away. M picks it up. They go inside Baker. Against Gilbert, and Gilbert fouled her with 12 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, it was going to be a layup for Central Catholic, so Gray Gilbert slid over there and going to make the Saints players earn it from the charity stripe.
First foul on Gray Gilbert. Baker to the free throw line with a deuce. Up and short. Didn't even hit the rim. Cook back in the basketball game. Brought sits down. Baker's second win. Can cut the deficit to one. Short, no good. Rebound. Chased down in the corner by Grace Schneider. Grace has got numbers, and here she comes on the run. Great pass, Paisley, and ball batted out of bounds. And it'll stay Lincoln basketball with 4.6 seconds to go. Clark going to come in the basketball game for Gray Gilbert. And let's see if they can run a play to get Mia Clark a wide open three here with 4.6 on the clock. Mia in the corner. They go out front. Paisley, Hutchinson three on the way. Is it, baby? No. Ball, and Paisley tried to get a shot off. And Corey Farmer wanted a foul on the shot. Didn't get the call. So at the end of three quarters, it is Lincoln 37 and Central Catholic 35. We're going to send it back to the WLCN studios for 60 seconds. When we come back, we'll have the final 8 minutes of the, let's keep it right here. They did call a foul, and up and no good by Paisley Holmes. We're going to keep it right here. Lloyd, I did not see the foul call. Second one is up and good. They called the foul on Emmy Hury. So let's go ahead and just keep it right here. Sorry, Dave. We need a practice game ourselves, I think, Lloyd.
Yeah, something.
Yeah. So again, thanks to Mayor of Lincoln, Tracy and Annette Welch. Attend one of Tracy's monthly Coffee with the Mayor events to ask questions and learn more about happenings around Lincoln. Check the City of Lincoln Facebook page for dates and times. And of course, our great sponsor, Me Realty. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or go online to merealty.com. Well, Lincoln up 38-35, 8 minutes yet to go here. And you guys don't have the video there at home, but the official did not the unofficial did not signal a foul. The foul, I think, was called by one of the out officials who came in and finally did make the foul call. I thought perhaps the shot had come after the buzzer, but apparently not. So Paisley Holmes went and made one of two free throws and puts Lincoln up 3 with 8 minutes to go. Lloyd's been a good basketball game so far.
Yeah, very much so. I think we're seeing some of those nerves fall away, and the teams just letting their instincts take over here. Lincoln a bit more offense here in the third period than we saw in the second, so hopefully they can continue that, and we'll have ourselves a good ball game.
McLeod, Schneider, Paisley, Holmes, Grace Biven, and Mia Clark to start the fourth quarter for Lincoln. Out front, Mia, 25-footer, is it? Baby! Bang! A collision. Concepts 3 off of the screen. 41-35. Lincoln up 6. 7:43 to go. Great way for the ladies to start the fourth quarter. Out front, M. They go right side, Baker. Baker, 15-footer off the baseline. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Lincoln coming the other way. Snyder backcourt against the press. Cross court, throws it inside Biven. Clark picks it up baseline. Clark in trouble, and timeout taken by Lincoln. Corey Farmer looks like he's going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Lloyd, now you got to take care of the basketball and get yourself some good shots rather than making mistakes.
Yeah.
Because whoever makes the fewest mistakes in the fourth quarter is going to win this basketball game.
That's exactly right. Central Catholic has pressed Lincoln pretty much all night, and so I would expect them to turn up the intensity even more. Hopefully that will result in Lady Railers getting some backdoor cuts and some easy layups.
You know, I think even though this game's not over, the keys to the game, I think we've seen the seniors play fairly well tonight, but what I've been impressed by are the younger girls have been able to step in and give Corey Farmer quality minutes tonight.
Yeah, absolutely right. And as we said, we need some of those non-seniors to come in and make a contribution.
Clark out front. Clark left-handed dribble, right side Paisley. Paisley wisely going to pull it out. Paisley handoff Snyder. Snyder, and Central Catholic's got some big guards out there against the Lincoln girls, and Grace tried to dribble in traffic. Ball on the floor, picked up by McLeod. Out front, Paisley. Paisley, nice crossover dribble. Throws it inside Biven. Biven, 5-footer, good! Grace Biven right around the basket, got the pass, put it up and in, still up 6. Ball stolen away, Paisley. Paisley knocked it out, was tripped, and they say it went off of her hands last and out of bounds. 43-37, the Lincoln leads, 6:43 to go in the basketball game. Season opener for both teams. Lincoln will head next for the Pana Thanksgiving tournament, while Central Catholic will head next for the Intercity tournament here in Bloomington. Ball stolen away, ball on the floor. Great defense by Lincoln. Paisley Holmes again picking somebody's pocket. Grace Snyder fell on it, and on the jump ball call, it will go Central Catholic's way. M inbounds Cook. M, and they threw the ball away right in front of the Central Catholic bench. Debbie Kaufman's not happy with that pass. 6:24 to go.
Looked like Allison M was thinking about what she was going to do before she actually had possession of the ball there and missed it.
Lily Holmes back in the basketball game for Lincoln. Lily across the timeline, right side Snyder. Grace will set the offense. Lincoln now goes motion. Holmes right side. Lily out front. Mesa. Nice fake by Mesa. Mesa to Lily. Biven's got somebody on her hip, got Hurry on her hip again. And Snyder will reset things. Snyder, handoff Lily. Lily to Mesa. Mesa drives it in. Mesa, Mia, 15-footer, is it? No, in and out. Rebound battle on the floor, ball on the floor. Mesa's got it, jump ball, no, Mesa, come out of there with it to Lily. Lily, and oh my, we've got a lot of reaching going on, and Corey Farmer is really upset, and now he's going to get a warning. They didn't team up, but Corey got a warning.
Yeah, very spirited discussion taking place between Coach Farmer and the referee now.
So the alternating possession, Lincoln's going to get the basketball. To say this has not been a smooth basketball game would be an understatement. The effort's been there, but it just hasn't been smooth. Snyder with a three. Yep, no good. Back in the iron. And Clark got the foul. She did. Mia tried to come in from behind, pushed off, and got caught. That'll be 4 for Mia Clark. No, they have her for 5? Really? Lloyd, you got her for 5?
I only had her for 4.
It's 4. They corrected the scoreboard. So Mia going to have to take a seat with 5:33 to go, and St. basketball. Baker out front, M. Brought, and they lost it again right in front of the coach.
Wonder if that's in their playbook there, because that's twice in a row that they've had a player right in front of their bench.
I would not want to sit through the video of this game with a coach when you've got 2 turnovers right in front of you. Snyder, long cross-court pass, Lily. Grace. Grace between the circles, going to extend things. Left side, Gilbert, Lily. Lily threw the basketball away. Tried to throw it to Grace Biven and just threw it out of her reach. I mean, you can't say anything else other than that.
Yeah, I was going to say Lincoln was looking a little bit better, they had a little more motion on offense that trip down the floor, and then ball out of bounds and back to the Saints.
Curie, right side, M, baseline Baker, M, out front Curie. Left side, Brock's going to take a 3. Rainbow 3, in and out. Ball batted around, and what's the call here? Jump ball called. It'll be Central Catholic basketball. And Maddie Welch is limping. She's grabbing, I think, an ankle, and she may have come down on somebody's foot. Let's hope that's not a sprain and just a twist.
Hopefully she can just stretch it out, but yeah, she's taking a seat under the basket.
Poor Maddie's in a lot of pain, it looks like, and it may be a sprain. Trainer's out there right now. 43-37, the Lincoln lead. Both teams going to head back to their benches. The trainer's out there working on Maddie Welch. And now, Lloyd, I'm not so sure that it was an ankle. I wonder if she's had a cramp in her calf.
Yeah, she's just kind of clutching her calf there, just below the knee. And the
way he's stretching that, would make me believe she's got a cramp or something in the left calf. Ooh. Let's hope it's not a tear, because I've torn a calf muscle, and that's not fun.
No, you hate to see any time, there's so much that can, so much going on down there with the lower leg that can get injured. So hopefully it is nothing serious, and it is just a cramp.
The trainer's still out there working on Maddie Welch, and Maddie's going to try and get up. Let's see. Well, she's limping away, but she's under her own power.
Yeah, walking a little gingerly, but she is kind of moving better here, so hopefully it was just a cramp.
So Central Catholic will have it. She's trying to stretch it out as Central Catholic have the basketball under their own basket. Baker throws it way out. Brought. Stolfa. Left side Baker. Back out front Brought. They throw it to M. Nearly threw it away again right in front of the coach. Curie. M in 3 out of the corner. No good. Battle for the rebound. Stolfa's got it. And, a jump ball is called. Oh, wow. And it's going to go Lincoln basketball.
There's been some interesting calls tonight.
Well, I understand where the Central Catholic folks are coming from. Snyder in the backcourt, McLeod. They get it across Paisley. Paisley to Grace. And now Lincoln going to have to find some offense somewhere because it's too early to put the ball in the freezer. Paisley, handoff, Gilbert in the lane, running one-hander, a line drive off the backboard, and here comes Central Catholic the other way. In the corner, M lost it out of bounds, and Lincoln got a break there with a turnover.
Yeah, as you mentioned, just under 4 minutes left, and too early for Lincoln to just ice the ball. And someone does need to step up on offense, especially with Mia Clark on the bench right now with her 4th foul.
Mesa ahead to Paisley, Mesa. Lincoln getting themselves in some spots where Central Catholic can trap them. And finally they get it to Grace. Down the lane. Grace wide open. Layup. Got it. Good. And Grace Biven helped make that happen with a screen on her defender. Brought across the timeline. Right side Baker. Baseline. Lost it out of bounds. And they're going to get Grace Biven on a foul. Yep. Blocking foul on Grace Biven. And I believe that's 4 on Grace.
Yeah, I have Her with 4 as well.
Curie to inbounds, looking. Count is on. Kicks it out front, M to Curie. Baker, baseline. They go inside, try to go inside to Stolfa, and Paisley stole it away. Paisley Holmes has played a whale of a basketball game tonight. Snyder out front, Paisley. Paisley, right side Gilbert, back out front Grace. Paisley between the circles. 3:06 to go. Snyder. Lincoln spreading the floor a little bit here. Let's see what we're going to do. Snyder fouled by Baker. And they got a bunch of fouls to give. That's the first foul on Central Catholic of the fourth quarter.
It is, yeah. Yeah, another contribution that doesn't really show up in the box score, but Grace Biven has really made her presence felt down low on defense on the other end there.
That was the first foul on Baker, and Brock's going to get called for a foul. So I don't know if Debbie Kaufman's telling him to.
She's going again. Same thing.
Probably wanting to get the fouls at least close to getting them to the line. They get it into Paisley. Paisley drives down the lane, throws it up, no good. Biven nearly had the basketball, and Paisley comes out of there with it. Holy Toledo. 45-37, the Lincoln lead. Snyder, Paisley, left-handed dribble between the circles, back out front, Grace. Grace against Cook. Grace, crossover dribble. Great pass to Grace Biven. Biven turns around, throws it to Gilbert. Back out front, Paisley to Snyder. And Corey Farmer direct in traffic. Grace inside to Biven. Biven bumped. Out front, Gilbert. Gilbert to Grace. Grace going to drive in against Stolfa. Nice little move up and good! 47-37. The Lincoln lead is 10. M. Right side Cook. 2:02 to go here in the ball game. M, fake the three. Out front, Brought with a long three. Rainbow, no good. Rebound, Hury underneath, and up and good. Minute 51 to go in the basketball game. Paisley, cross court, Snyder runs it down. Snyder to Gilbert. Gilbert, out front, Grace. 1:37 to go. Gilbert in the corner. Gilbert out front, Paisley. Paisley, handoff to Grace. 47-38, the Lincoln lead. Minute 24 to go in the game, and Hury gets called for the foul, and that'll be 4 on Central Catholic. That's 3 on Emmy Hury. Substitutions for Central Catholic. Brought back in the basketball game. Maddie Welch comes back in the basketball game. Mesa looking inbounds, gets it to Grace. Grace to Mia. Mia Clark out front, Paisley. Paisley to Grace. I'm surprised they're not going after Paisley. Yeah. Grace drives in, she's going to get fouled again. You would figure you'd go after the freshman.
You'd think so, and something to kind of make a mental note of. Mia Clark on the bench there for a long time while Lincoln held the ball, and just good court presence by the rest of the Railers to hold things steady until Clark got back in there.
They get it inbound to Paisley. McLeod to Paisley. Paisley against Broad out front. Gets it to Grace. Paisley. Ooh, I thought she was going to shoot that. Grace. Cook all over. Grace gets around a couple defenders and finally gets fouled by Allison M. That'll be 3 on Allison M. With 56.1 on the clock. Lincoln up 8, 47-39. And a timeout being taken by Corey Farmer. Let's send it back to the studio for a 30-second timeout. When we come back, we'll have the last 56 seconds. You're listening to WLCN 96.3 FM.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
I don't remember how it started.
56.1 on the clock. Lincoln ahead 47-39 in the opening game for both teams, and the debut as a head coach for Corey Farmer, the longtime assistant under Coach Taylor Rohr. And Gracie Snyder, the 5'3 senior, goes to the free throw line, the lefty with 2 shots. Central Catholic over the limit, and Grace nails the first one. That makes it a 3-possession game, 48-39. Second one up and got it. 49-39. The lead is 10 with 55 seconds to go on the clock. M out front. M throws it in the corner. Ball on the floor, and I think, is it Snyder going to get called for the foul? Let's see. I can't tell.
I think it might have been Clark.
It might have been. I don't. Yep. Oh, boy. That's Mia Clark's 5th foul.
It was an interesting call.
Well, there were 3 Lincoln girls around her, so, I mean, it was kind of hard to tell who was going to. You knew somebody was going to get it, you didn't know who. M inbounds. Out front, Cook. Cook throws the ball into Maddie Welch. Back out front. Yearn. Cook. Curie drives down the lane, throws it up, got it in. 49-41. At 30 seconds to go on the clock. Grace quickly across the timeline. And Emmy Hury fouls her along the sideline. That'll be 5, I believe, on Emmy Hury. So I guess we'll trade senior for senior on the fouls, huh? Seems like a fair trade. Gracie at the free throw line. Up and good. You know, Lloyd, you can tell Grace is playing with a lot more confidence than she did early on last year anyway.
Yeah, so far 3 for 3 this quarter on her free throws. Hopefully I didn't just jinx her.
You didn't. Otherwise, you would have had to answer the Lady Railer alumni.
Good point.
Earn throws it out front, Maddie Welch. Maddie tries to drive into traffic, throws right into Grace Biven, and ball on the floor. First down, and it is Central Catholic basketball on about the 10-yard line. With Lincoln up 51-41, 16.1 on the clock. In the corner they go, Earn. M in the corner. And M lost the basketball, almost double dribble. They go into Welch. Welch in the corner, Earn. She'll throw up a rainbow 3. Oh, and it went off the backboard, nearly went in. Grace Biven the rebound. And as the clock runs out, Lincoln's going to win this one, 51-41. And Corey Farmer wins in his head coaching debut. So, again, the final score, Lincoln 51, Bloomington Central Catholic 41. Lincoln returns the favor after Central Catholic beat Lincoln at their home last year in the season opener for both teams. We're going to send it back to the WLCN studios for a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have the Grau Incorporated postgame show. You've been listening to Lady Railer Basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball. WLCN's coverage is made possible by Culver's of Lincoln, Me Realty, Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, Elkhart Croft and Lake Fork Fertilizer Service, Heritage Packaging, Modern Brake and Alignment, Lincoln Mayor Tracy Welch and Annette Welch, Grau Incorporated, Schneider Masonry, Collision Concepts, State Farm Insurance Agent Brian Clark, The Johnson Family, United Community Bank, Dara Entwistle and Health Insurance Solutions of Illinois. LCHS Lady Railer Basketball Alumni. Rocking G Land and Cattle. Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer Basketball.
Well, Corey Farmer wins in his debut as the 13th head coach in Lincoln Lady Railer history by a score of 51-41. Lloyd Kirby, the math guy, is still totaling up the points for tonight, and I won't tell you what he's been muttering off of there.
Well, we're missing a point somewhere, and
I remember he's teaching your young people math at Hartland.
That's kind of a scary thought. Everything should be adding up, but unfortunately it's not.
So we will, and when you're ready, we will turn
it.
Okay, there.
There we go. Found it. So, okay. On the Lincoln side of the ledger, Mia Clark led Lincoln with 17 points. She hit 4 3-pointers during the course of the game, 3 of those coming in the first period. Also was 1 for 2 for free throws. As I said, she led the Lady Railers tonight to their 51-41 victory. Also in double figures, Grace Schneider. She tallied 10 points altogether, made 4 of her free throws in the fourth quarter when it counted, and hit 3 field goals along the way. So she added 10 points to the cause. Also for the Lady Railers, let's see, Mason McLeod had 6 points. Lily Holmes had 3. Paisley Holmes had 3, and points for Sage Gilbert, or maybe it was Gray Gilbert rather. Gilbert had 2. We'll go with that. And then let's see, over on the central.
Wait a minute! Didn't Grace Bivens score tonight?
Grace Bivens. Oh yeah, she had 10 points as well. Yeah, I overlooked her. So, yeah, kind of an important statistic. So she did well. She had a basket in each quarter, actually 2 in the fourth quarter. So she tallied 10 points altogether for the Lady Railers. Over on Central Catholic side of the ledger, they were led by Emerson Hury. She had 18 points altogether for the Saints. Also hitting double figures was Allison M. She tallied 10 points altogether for Central Catholic. As you said, the Saints staying in town here for the holidays at the Inner City Tournament, where I believe they will take on University High on Friday night. So 51-41 the final score. Lincoln had a lead of 14-12 after one period, and then Central Catholic came back out, scoring Lincoln 11-7 in the second quarter. So that made the halftime score 23-21 in favor of Central Catholic. Third quarter, Lincoln, the offense kind of found its footing. They outscored Central Catholic 17-12, and that gave Lincoln a 38-35 lead heading into the final stanza. And then in the last quarter, Lincoln hit 13 points altogether, while the Central Catholic Saints only able to muster 6 points for the final margin, 51-41 in the winning debut of head coach Corey Farmer.
And he has joined us. Do you have a headset for him?
I do.
Apparently he's got you over there.
I was trying to improve my image. I thought you could sit by me, but whatever.
Well, your dad and I went to school together, so I'll call you young man tonight. How about that? Congratulations on your first win. How's it feel?
Oh, it feels good. A little nervous there for a while, but we pulled through in the end.
You avoided the technical foul.
I did. I think the bench got the warning first, and then he didn't like my antics after that.
There were some, it was a first game not only for you, the players, but the officials as well. And, it gets better as the season goes along, we hope.
Yep. Yeah, it was physical. I mean, that first half, even the third quarter, and then really until that warning, it was physical both ways, and they let a lot go. And then after that, they called everything. And, you know, the first game, kids are out of control, you know, just trying to get in the flow. They're tired, you know, and trying to control their bodies. So, I mean, that's to be expected.
Your seniors, I thought, played pretty well tonight, opening game. Mia Clark kind of said early on, hey, climb onto my shoulders and I'll carry you at least through the first quarter. She was on fire. Mesa got involved in the offense. So I thought your seniors, Grace Snyder played, I thought, very well, especially down the stretch when you needed her at the free throw line. She hit key free throws. Yeah.
I mean, that senior leadership, you know, having the experience, that's something we didn't have last year. And, you know, you could tell tonight, you know, they came out, we punched them in the mouth right from the get-go, and then we let them back in, you know, and then we did the same thing in the third quarter, but, that time we let them back in again, but then they dug down and found a way to get the job done.
There were, and I don't want to fault, there were sometimes I thought some of your younger players and even some of the seniors started to do something with the basketball before they were ready, and I think that's just part of opening game jitters. You can practice all you want, but it's still that opening game in front of people that's a lot different. But your younger players gave you some great minutes tonight. I mean, Paisley Holmes played a whale of a basketball game. She may not have scored a dozen points, but hey, she was steady on the floor. That's a lot of poise in a freshman. Grace Biven, I thought, did a heck of a job for you too.
Yep. Those younger ones, I mean, when you get Paisley out there, I mean, and with Grace Schneider out there, it's essentially 2 point guards on the court, you know, and which you saw at the end of the game, we're able to bring it out and kind of run the clock out on them, you know, with the 2 point guards. It's something we didn't have last year. You know, we had Grace out there by herself, you know, kind of doing majority of the ball handling, and Grace Biven's just a ton down on the block. You know, her and even Gray, you know, Gray Gilbert didn't get a ton of time last year, but man, she might be undersized down there, but she battles, you know, and she does a great job for us.
I noticed you kind of had a strategy of pushing the ball down the floor a little bit, trying to get ahead of the defense. Was that because, I mean, is that going to be something we're going to see all year from your team? You want to push the ball a little bit more? You've got great guards, but Lloyd and I talked about this. You've got small guards, and it's difficult sometimes for them to get a shot off out front if you're playing in your half-court sets.
Yeah, that's something day one we started working on was pushing the ball up the court. And at the beginning, we were trying to get out and run just like they are. You know, they're pushing the ball as fast as they can. That's what we wanted to do. We got a little tired, and that didn't quite happen, you know, in the second half. But I anticipate as the year goes on that I want to get out and run, because I'm with you. We struggle to score in half court. You know, we're just small, and if we can get those open looks out in the fast break, I think it'll help in the long run.
So, your observations from your first game as a head coach, you have to be satisfied with the effort you got tonight, because the effort was there on both teams. It was physical out there, and both teams were putting forth the effort.
Yeah, I mean, a little nerves coming in. You know, it was this place is tough to play. They're very well coached over there. I knew they were going to play hard. They always do. And you know, I just wanted to see how we'd come out. You know, last year we came out and just kind of went through the motions. Tonight, our girls came to play tonight. You know, and like I said, we kind of took a punch in the mouth from them a couple times, but then, you know, we fought back. We didn't give up. We didn't quit. You know, and they just kept playing.
Yeah, I thought one key thing that doesn't show up in the statistics anywhere, but when Mia Clark had her fourth foul and was on the bench, everyone for Lincoln kind of stepped up. There wasn't any panic. I mean, obviously you've got the three other seniors on the roster, but I thought it was huge for Lincoln to maintain their composure the way they did.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, those kids, even the ones that are coming off the bench other than the freshmen, you know, they played for me in the JV last year, you know, and we only had 10 kids total on JV. So, I mean, they know what to expect from me, and they came out and did what I asked them to do.
Very good.
You say you were small, and we know that to be the case, but I thought your girls did a pretty good job, and you may go back and look at the film and say, but I thought your kids did a pretty good job of rebounding tonight. Central Catholic's got some tall girls. I mean, they're basically taller than you are. And I thought your girls got in there and got physical with them, which is not something we saw sometimes last year from some of the girls that played, either on this team that played last year. You had to depend on, you know, Piper and others to get McKinley to get physical inside. But I saw physicality from almost everybody on your squad, and even the younger girls. Grace is in there knocking heads with everybody. So I thought you played pretty physical physical tonight, which is nice to see.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, last year we relied a lot on McKinley to rebound, and I think the other ones took for granted having her out there. That's something we've keyed on, the last 2 weeks of practices. She's not there anymore. That big rebounding person is not there. It's a team effort. Everyone's got to do their job. Gray does it great. She might not get the rebound, but she's going to box a girl out next to her, and kind of feed off of that, and then have someone step in and get the rebound.
Congratulations on the opening game victory tonight. Now you're going to have to play, 5 games this coming week? You got three over this weekend, and what?
Correct.
2 the next weekend?
Yep. So we go down to Pana on Friday. We play Brownstown. They're pretty good last year. I think they finished ranked 6th in 1A, and they didn't lose anybody. So I mean, that's going to be a tough game down there. And then we play Pana, and then 4 o'clock on Saturday night we play Highland. And they still got a couple girls left from the Super Section when we played them at Taylorville. So we got our hands full next weekend, or I guess this weekend. So yeah.
Yeah, that 10 o'clock Saturday game is going to come awful quickly after that 6 o'clock Friday night game.
Yes, it is. Get a quick ride back and then turn around and go right back again.
Exactly. We know all about it. Well, Corey, thanks for coming up and joining us on the post-game show. We appreciate it, man. Congratulations on, you're the 13th head coach in Lady Railer history, and an opening game win. That feels really good. I saw your dad here tonight. Was Mom here tonight, too?
Yep. She was up there, too.
So you got proud parents here tonight, proud family. Good job, man.
I appreciate it.
Thanks, Corey Farmer, for joining us on the post-game show. Lloyd, you got anything you want to add before we head out of here?
I don't believe so. I think we covered it all, and as you mentioned, we saw the senior leadership do well, and saw some underclass players step in and make significant contributions. So I think that's a good foundation to build upon moving forward.
Good way to start off the season, too. And if you folks can't get your fill of Railer basketball here in the next week or so, you'll never get your fill of Railer basketball, because we will have 3 Lincoln Lady Railer games over the weekend. And then Tuesday night, the boys start their season at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. And I will say it right here and now, because Jeff Nelson sent me a text message to ask me. Our head coach is 22 victories away from 1,000. Mm-hmm. And the school is 45 victories away from 2,000. So big milestones coming up for the boys program, but it's nice to see Corey Farmer get his first win as a head coach here tonight on the road at Central Catholic. So for Connor Shaw, who ran some of he ran the video at times here tonight. Other times he just sat there and ran the scoreboard. So we'll make it up. We'll make it up at Pana. You'll have to really work down there, buddy. For Lloyd Kirby, who came along and gave expert commentary and used his math skills to do the scoring. For Dave back at the studios, for station manager Jim Ash, for all of our fine sponsors, we say thank you. This is Jay Harden signing off from Central Catholic's Gymnasium, where Lincoln won their opener 51-41. We will see you Friday night from the Pana Thanksgiving Tournament, 6 p.m. against Brownstown St. Elmo. Good night, and thanks for listening.
Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball. WLCN's coverage is made possible by Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty. For more information, check out their website, merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln, and online at myfgec.org. Elkhart, Croft, and Lake Fork Fertilizer Service, your local source for all your fertilizer, ag chemical, and custom application needs. See what Mark Gordon and the Elkhart, Croft, and Lake Fork Fertilizer team can do for you. Call 217-445-2631. Heritage Packaging in Lincoln, offering top-notch products and value-driven solutions for Central Illinois. Heritage Packaging offers the right packaging right on time. Learn more online at welchpkg.com or call 217-735-4406. Modern Brake and Alignment, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1964, offering full-service auto repairs, including suspension service, brake replacement, wheel alignment, transportation services, and more. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Stop by the shop at 1000 Commercial Park in Lincoln. Call 217-628-7650 or learn more at modernbrake.com. Go Railers! Lincoln Mayor Tracy Welch and Annette Welch. Mayor Welch has been a strong advocate for a better Lincoln, working to increase transparency at City Hall. Grau Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953. Located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-4444 or go online to grauinc.com. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience, serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Collision Concepts, located at 1005 Macon Street, just off Woodlawn Road, west of Culvers. Call 217-735-2100 or find them online at collisionconceptsinc.com. Experience the difference with Collision Concepts. State Farm agent Brian Clark, located at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln. Brian can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and he's got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Call 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. The Johnson family, in honor of Keith Johnson, a proud supporter of the Lincoln Lady Railer basketball program for more than 50 years. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln and online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Phone 217-735-5400. Dara Entwistle and Health Insurance Solutions of Illinois, advocating for you, your family, and your company. Located at 620 Broadway Street in downtown Lincoln, call 217-737-7581. LCHS Lady Railer Basketball Alumni. Lincoln Lady Railer Basketball, a proud tradition of Lincoln Community High School athletics. Once a railer, always a railer.
Rocking G Land and Cattle, Central Illinois source for superior shorthorn beef cattle genetics. Give Mark a call at 217-737-7905 or call Sheldon at 217-737-7787.
Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com.
This program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.